Are you constantly feeling exhausted, juggling work, family, and bills, but still feeling like you're getting nowhere? Do you often say, there's got to be a better way? Then this video's for you. I'll show you how parents just like you are building a future where they can finally break free of the financial trap of the rat race and gain back their finances and time freedom so that family truly does come first. By the end of this video, you'll discover a step-by-step process that is helping parents turn their limited time and finances into meaningful income and time freedom so that you can stop living paycheck to paycheck and start creating the life of your dreams and the life you desire, but most importantly, the life you deserve. I was once in your shoes, 30 plus years working in the industry in high stress jobs that were affecting my physical health by the end of it. Skeptical that anything could be different, but I did find a system, and by diving in and finding out, making sure it's not a scam and it is legal, I also realized it's global. But most importantly, average people like you and I, it caters to. So, regardless of your experience in education, you now have a better way, a better vehicle to be able to design the lifestyle that you've been wanting and deserving. Stay to the end because all the steps are going to show you and paint you a full picture of what is possible and what lies ahead. You're not going to want to miss it. So if this resonates with you, drop Freedom Blueprint in the comments below, and I'll respond to you personally with the blueprint that shows me and so many others the way to earning more money, upwards of 6 and 7 figures, if you so choose and desire. Feeling stuck without knowing why? This was me for multiple years. Many parents don't even realize they're stuck because they're just doing what they were programmed in a perpetuating cycle, constantly exhausted and no energy. This is a sure sign of depression, and it's what they consider to be normal. I've often heard the phrase, and I repeat it myself, God did not put us on this earth to exist. We should be thriving. And God did not put us on this earth to do as you think I should. I'm the one that should be making that decision. Imagine what life could be like if you didn't have to live in survival mode, if there was no stress, and you had all the money in the world that you desired and all the time in the world you desired. What would your life look like now? Because that's a key indicator of what you're currently missing out on. Stop this video if you have to. Close your eyes and imagine all the money and all the time in the world was not an issue. What would your life look like now? If you have to, write it down. Paint that picture. Embed it in your brain. In most jobs, we feel the pain of being overworked and underpaid. After all, we have a sense of unworthiness because jobs dictate. Our parents taught us to get a job because they didn't know any better. But our jobs dictate our worthy. That's not okay. You do this job, you're worth this much. So if you're a receptionist, why are you only worth this much? But if you're a business or engineer or designer, you're worth this much. We're all humans. We should have the same self-worth and the same value no matter what job we do. So if you're working for someone else, you have this worthiness cap based on your job and your title and the exercises that you carry out throughout the day. Some people are working 2 jobs, missing a ton of family time, and still falling behind in the bills. I want you to hear from Amy. She is such an inspiration for me, and I love her story.
I hit 6 figures in 9 months. But here's something behind that, is that I was working 2 jobs, 18 hours a day for 3 years straight, you guys. And one job wasn't enough as a divorced single mom of kids. And I got a second job. I was waitressing nights, weekends, holidays for that extra money. I had another kid getting ready to go to college. She was still in high school. All these things were piled on me, like many of you. And that's probably why you're here, right? And I was just really at a bad point in my life. I was struggling really, really hard. And my daughter, of all things, created me a TikTok. And I caught a video of Michelle. You guys, before this, I wasn't even on social media. I knew nothing about anything. I was in the trucking industry. I waitressed. I didn't know about online businesses. I had no idea. The one thing I did know, and almost initially just passed on it, was I was working 18 hours a day. So I'm like, online business? Are you kidding me? It's going to take 12 hours a day to have an online business. But that's because I didn't know until I started following Michelle's videos and watching her. And I said, 2 hours? What? So, of course, I purchased. I went all in and I said, all right, I'm going to give it 3 years to make this work. I'll do it here and there. But then I started following her 2 hour income earning activity workflow to a T. And I mastered it in between 18 hours a day. So I would literally just get up in the morning and use 30 minutes. On my lunch break from my first job, I would take another 30 minutes. In between my two jobs, I would use another 15 or 20 minutes. Anytime I was driving in the car, I was listening to a training every minute throughout the day that I had extra. And let me tell you, you will find the time because you don't realize how much extra time you do have until you really look at it. I just didn't sit on the couch and watch Netflix. I used that time to start an online business. I plugged in, I followed everything step by step, and in 10 weeks, I was able not only to quit one of those jobs, but both of those jobs. By 9 months in, I hit my first 6 figures. You guys, I've been in this community now for 18 months, okay? I have earned multiple 6 figures. But what I really want to emphasize with you, it starts with promoting these done for you digital products, okay? But then you're going to learn how to add additional streams of income. For longevity, you just keep building your business better and better. I am up to 12 streams of income now. I get paid daily, weekly, monthly by various different sources, all from what I've learned. But you just start out with the basic, right? You learn and you implement and then you add as you're going along. And this will all be taught to you. I'm telling you, if somebody like myself, with all the cards stacked against me, could do something like this, anybody can do this. And you won't have to worry about last holidays, you guys, was the first time in 30 years as a mother that I was able to be home for every holiday. I was home for Thanksgiving. I didn't have to go to work the very next morning at 3 a.m. Christmas, I was able to be there all through the week. I work from home now. And this program gave me that opportunity. You just got to plug in and learn. You learn and earn, learn and earn. And it can change everything for you. I look at everybody in these pictures and I look at Daryl and I look at Tim and Christine and all these people in our community, and it's done the same thing for them and their families. Michelle, we've all gotten our lives back. We've got our time back. And I can almost guarantee you we're all making 4 to 5 or more times more than we ever did working those jobs that kept us from our families. So with that being said, take an opportunity when it's given to you and believe in yourself. Because when you get to that point, you're done. There is an opportunity for you. You just got to want it and go all in.
Doubt in yourself. This is normal, especially if you've been working multiple jobs and or just a steady job but doing a ton of overtime. Like I say, you doubt yourself. The minute you have worthiness issues, there's doubt issues. And it's easy to feel like you can't succeed in anything else, especially if you don't have a degree or a secondary education. But that is a belief system that you can break, and you can break it today. Because as long as you're willing to learn, you can earn. This system in business is designed to help people like you and I break out of that limited belief system, offering a pre-built system that's plug and play, step by step, so that not only can anybody do it, but you can also gain the confidence in the doing. Skeptical about an online business. This was me. I am skeptical about everything. So I asked some key questions. A, is it a scam? B, is it illegal? Those were the two major questions I had. So in doing my research and finding out that this business comes with a free community of tens of thousands of people and growing, it couldn't be a scam. Scammers take your money and run and shut down. This has been a growing community for multiple years with multiple 6 and 7 figure earners within it, guiding, coaching, inspiring, mentoring, tech support if you need it. Everything you need is right within the community, along with weekly meetings to mentor you, to educate you, to support your incoming customers, to support you first and foremost. And like I say, the tech support. And it's built and based on resale rights. So you don't have to create everything. It's a pre-built website funnel system that works for you. So all you got to do is follow the training, plug and play, learn to earn. And the dream of a better life. We all have to dream. If you're in that perpetuating cycle and that rat race of going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, you're with so many people. Because people who love their jobs don't feel that way. And that's great. We need those people. But if you're the one that's drained and exhausted and frustrated and irritated and stressed and everything is coming down on you, then this is why you're listening to this video. You need to dream of a better life for you and your family, but most importantly, believe it's possible. We in the community and I can help you with that. You want more time with your kids, less stress, the ability to finally get ahead. It starts with you. This system helps parents just like you in a 2-hour focused income activity workday to be able to build a path to a brighter future and more time freedom. So if you're ready to take the first step towards change, dream big and start believing in yourself first and foremost, and trusting in a proven system as so many other people have made it work for them, there's no reason it can't work for you, because we all come from the same background, and some of us came from a lot less than what you and I have right now. So click the link in the description, fill out your email. That will provide you the blueprint that we all use and more information so that you can make an informed and educated decision. The cost of inaction can be huge. Fear stops us in our tracks. So staying stuck means that you're going to continue missing out on your kids and chances to build something that's lasting and build something that's worthy. So by not getting educated and not taking action, what are you really missing out on? Because worst case scenario, you do nothing, but 10, 20, 30 years from now, you're in the same boat you're in right now, possibly even worse. Because since COVID, our prices of what we need to consume has gone up astronomically, but our wages and our salaries have not. So the sooner you start, the sooner you can reclaim, and the sooner you can start learning and earning within days. So don't be that person that's scared of missing out. Dive in. Fear of failure is also normal, especially if you're in that rat race. What if it doesn't work? Wrong question. Flip the switch. What if it does work? What if it does give you the freedom to replace your income and then some? What if you get your time back? What is that going to do for you and your kids? I have a child with special needs. It's been huge for me. Not being there for her when I was working in that rat race hurt deeply. So my fear of failure was the fear of having to go back to that job. That was my driving force. This system will give you step-by-step guidance and ongoing support so that failure shouldn't be an option. And if you're believing that it's too late, it's never too late. We have people in our community building six-figure incomes in their 60s and 70s. It's never too late. As long as you've got a heart and breath going through your lungs, you can do this business if you so choose and have fun doing it along the way. But you have to have a desire to be present in the here and now. Find your happiness, find your joy in the here and now. Be grateful for what you already have and what you've currently got. That's powerful, more powerful than growing six-figure incomes. Because if you're happy without it, imagine how happy you'll be with it. Don't tag your happiness to something or an outcome. Be happy now. Be grateful for where you are and what you have now. Even though my child has special needs, my God, she's healthy otherwise. And so many people say, well, I don't have the confidence. How do you build confidence? Confidence comes in doing. It's not just gifted to you. It's not just turned over to you. Confidence comes from repetitive, consistent activity and learning and knowing and trusting in what you're doing and doing it over and over again and keep learning and mastering and up-leveling yourself. Even 1% improvement a day builds the confidence, where if you do nothing, you're doing nothing to grow your confidence. You have to do something to build confidence. So trust in yourself, trust in the system. The system works, it's proven. So trust that you can work the system. You're going to your job every day anyway. You have to do and you have to learn in order to do your job and get to the next level, Why not do it for yourself and your family first and foremost? That is the most important and most valuable lesson I learned in this online business. So don't let another day go by feeling stuck. If you want to learn more about how to make all this work, dive into the link in the description. Fill out your email. That will give you the information, the tools, and everything you need. And once you do that, you're then going to have my email so that if you have more questions, I'm here to help support and answer. Stay tuned for the next video because I'm always providing more tips and tricks within this business to help you proceed and help you grow and expand once you get started. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you on the other side.